Welcome everybody. I'm so happy this morning here to have all our international Sangha members. This is a very, very exciting moment for all of us. So I wanted to just briefly say that this is a very, very special way of making connection. Even though time to time the internet and everything it's challenging, but it's a very important way that we all connect with each other. This very big way that from many countries, many nationalities, and many different ways and different time zones and different space, that we are all able to be here this moment, sit together. So as a topic of this is like a soul retrieval. So our all connection this moment, it's a very important one as far as the healing of the soul is concerned. I would like to thank many people who had made these things possible. Polly and Lourdes and the team here with me, all the translators, and the Lingmija International chair and the board members, all the Sangha leaders from different countries, and also people who have provided some funds to help these things, to help with the cameras and equipment, other equipments, and so on. So funding supports. And so I just wanted to thank everybody, and I hope this is something we will continue. And as you all know, this is just the beginning of this year, and we will be continuing this for whole year. So every second Saturday of the month, we will be webcasting on the topic of the true source of healing, which is mainly the title. This is the title of the book, The True Source of Healing, which is coming out in English in sometime in the summer, and soon it will be translated to many languages. So this book is the principle of this book is the soul retrieval, and soul retrieval in understanding the ancient wisdom tradition and understanding the sources of all the knowledge, the sources of all the qualities, the strength and wisdom which is underlined within ourselves. So how to each individual can tune into that, find that place within oneself in a very, very specific way, a very, very, very specific way of understanding what it means to, what is the meaning of the soul is, what it means to lose the soul, what are the things which causes to lose the soul, and how each individual can find a way to that source and to able to retrieve that. So that's the whole year program, and we have each month we have specific titles, as you will see in the slide there, and you will also see on my Facebook page and Lingmija Learning, and also Lingmija website. And so each month we will be teaching specific topic and giving specific practices, and particularly we'll give like a homework for everybody, that every Sangha and also every individuals can do that homework for the rest of the month, so that when you you feel like you have a support. There's a platform of trying to communication with the rest other cyber sangha members, and then so basically you feel that you have support. You're not doing these practices by yourself alone, but you have my support. You have other practice leaders support. You have whole support, other sangha member support, cyber sangha member support. So, and then and each month, then we will have another topic. So we will each topics are kind of building up for the rest of the year. So it's each first one is helped to the second step, and the second step helps to the third step in that way, so that we for this very rich, fulfilling, engaging, and very supportive practice. I hope this is my wish and my dream to trying to make this thing happen with all many help. So this is our wish is here. So now, what is the soul? Soul is, of course, is a very complex. I think it's a complicated. There's many different cultures in the West, even in the East, different understanding of the soul. But what we all need to understand is, from the perspective of Burn tradition, what soul means. What soul means is the subtle balance energies of 5 essential elements. So basically, it is the subtle vital energy within us, which is composed with 5 essence of element, like earth, water, fire, air, space. There is no way the world to sustain unless there is an outer earth, the external earth, water, fire, air, space. We all know without space you cannot do anything, you cannot grow anything, you cannot build anything. Without air, your whole life will die. Without a fire, nothing will ripen. Without water, everything will dry out. We know we cannot, there's no way the universe can survive, or human being can survive, if there is no the external elements. Same way, in Burn tradition, ancient Burn tradition, we believe there is no way to survive as a human being, unless our inner essence of elements are all rich and alive and balanced and in a very healthy way. We cannot survive. So these balance of the subtle energy, it's what we are referring as a soul, and we loses this all the time. And this is exactly the reason what I feel like it's very timely able to do these teaching and practices, is because today's world, I feel so many lost souls, so many damaged souls, and within ourselves also, each one of us, we can feel if we are not able to stand strong, able to keep our practice alive, our day-to-day life more together, you can see many things can very easily cause to drain ourselves, drain our energy, lose our soul. So it's happening all the time, and we definitely do not want to lose more than we are losing. So this is ways to retrieve that back. So soul basically means that retrieving all these essence of elements. So coming back to the definition of soul is the retrieving the essence of element, retrieving the vital forces of element within ourselves. So that's what soul is. And how do we lose our soul? The way we lose our soul is basically every day our life. There are so many things which drains us, unnecessary things drain, which supposed to give us life force, joy, things. For example, our work situation. There are many people who are very stressed out with their jobs, and there are many people who do not have a job. They really want to have a job. So the job which is supposed to give you a livelihood, some purpose, something to engage with, but then that does not help you. That in a way, instead of giving you a livelihood, job can take your life force away. Because why a job can take your life force away? Because your relation to, your view of your job, your relation to your job, your ability to handle the challenges and stress of the job, ability to appreciate what you have, is no longer there. So your mindset, mind in relation to the job, is no longer a good way there. Therefore, it, instead of giving life, it takes life away. Same way with the situation in the family, that a family, what family is, to come together, to feel connection to each other, to share and love each other, nourish each other, give that connection to each other. That is what a family is about. But many families, today's many families, are very, very distorted, and they don't have a kind of connection which requires a healing of their being, or which requires a healing of their soul. So there are many things what's supposed to give you a love and joy. In a way, it takes away the love and joy, and it gives something negative. So therefore, so these are like a where you live your life with work, where you live with your life with your family, where you live a life every single moment in your life, any situations in your life. These are a challenging moment, and these are clearly either you can lose your soul, or you can protect your soul, or even you can retrieve your soul. So these are the situation and causes. For example, some examples of losing the soul will be, as I said, what it means is to lose each essence of element. For example, earth element. Earth in nature, it's stabilized. There's a gravity, there's a sense of connection, and earth has definitely a grounding, connecting quality. And if you look at ourselves, do you feel internally that groundingness, that stability, that centeredness? As I'm speaking, you can look at yourself and trying to feel that. Is earth is there? Is essence of earth is in there in you or not? If it's not there, since when it's not there? Do you remember having this quality some time ago? Do you remember what are the situations in your life? As I give example, a work situation, relationship situation, with your own challenges, with your own thought, emotion, and health. What are the things making it loose? It's not very difficult to find. If you have lost that earth deep inside, as what we say, the essence of earth, if you have lost the essence of earth or inner essence of earth, then you can see this also reflect out in life. You can see your stability, in your thoughts, in your feelings and emotions are not stable. You can see your connection to somebody, it's not stable. You can see your connection to your work, it's not stable. You can see that instability or disconnectedness appears every aspect of your life, because internally that essence of earth is missing. But when you don't have it, or when you keep losing it for a long time, not only it affects your job, then it begins to affect your body, it began to affect your mind, it began to affect your health. Then people become more like a people see, you can see sometimes people like kind of very disconnected. If you look an eye, you can see they're very disconnected. When they're walking, you can see where they're very disconnected. You can see physically very pale, you can see their vitality, some sense, have lost, just because overall that essence of earth element, it keep losing and not recognizing and not able to protect remaining energy and not able to retrieve new energy. So therefore it keep on losing. So that's how we lose the earth. For example, water, for example, the second element will be some sense of easiness, some sense of comfort in your sense of your being. For example, any given moment that when you are resting, you feel that there is some sense of comfort is there, well-being is there, and where you are or what you're doing, who you are with is there. On the other hand, there are tendency that not feeling that ease and comfort within yourself, that means who you are is not that good, what you're doing is not that good, you don't feel that comfortable, who you are sitting with, living with, you don't feel that sense of ease and comfort. So basically that sense of comfort, losing every aspect of your life, because deep inside, once again, that sense of comfort, it's not there within you. So as I'm speaking, I want each one of you to just kind of look at a little bit inside yourself. How is it in you this moment? So you can lose this, not sometimes people can lose in one very moment, like big shocks, like an accident in their life, or a loss of some dear ones in their life, or they can lose these essence of element over time. Gradually, they'll keep losing that. For example, fire. When you have the fire, you feel, when you get up in the morning, you feel very enthusiastic, very inspired, very energetic. I give an example of like a teenage first time going to the Disneyland or something like that. You feel like you cannot fall asleep. You're very excited about it. When you don't have a fire, then you feel like when you get up in the morning, you don't know who you are. You don't know where you're going, what you're planning. Just sense of kind of very lack of energy, basically. So that once again, humor, laughter, creativity, joy, these all are very directly associated with the essence of fire, inner fire. So when we don't have them, it's clearly a sign that something is missing, and we don't have them for a long time, and now we begin to have even a health effect. Clearly, one needed to pay attention to and do the soul retrieval practice to able to retrieve soul, so able to bring that fire back. So I spoke now the earth, for example, what it means to lose the earth, losing that connection. Water, there's some sense of ease and comfort, and the fire, that sense of energy, joy, enthusiasm. And the air, for example, when the air element is lacking, when people say, I feel stuck, I feel not moving, I feel not developing, I feel not growing, I feel not I don't feel enough change, positive change and transformations in my life. I'm stuck. Why you're stuck? And also it's quite clear that when the air element is lacking, then you feel stuck. So when air element is there in the right situation, air helps the fire, air helps to the water, air helps the all the other elements. So that's the air. So when you lose some sense of flexibility, and yeah, you lose some sense of flexibility, and you feel stuck in the situation, not able to move. And when there's no air enough, then of course there's life force is not enough. Then the soul begin to lose. Then the last element is the space element, which is the core and the center element, the principal element among all the element throughout these all practices of the soul retrieval. Here you will clearly see that these practices, all the practices, or in order to retrieve all this aspect of the element, in order to retrieve soul, it's so important to find that space within yourself and find connection within yourself, and that inner space is the source. And in fact, today also we will be doing the practices of 3 precious pills. And these 3 precious pills is the practices of many of you already know: the stillness of your body, silence of your speech, and the spaciousness of your mind. And so these 3 precious pill is, I want all of you to look at 3 principal ways. How you say, first way of connecting with will be like a resting, you know, like I say, not a resting, so like releasing. So releasing, resting, and realizing. So you can think about 3 R's: releasing, resting, and realizing. For example, with your stillness in your body, when you connect with that deep way, you are releasing the tensions in your body, and you keep on going deeper and deeper and deeper. You keep releasing the tensions, and once you feel a lot of things has released, then you pay attention. You can feel that your ability to rest is greater. A genuine resting, you can rest, basically. You can ability to rest genuinely, it's greater. If you recognize that, you rest deep, and again, you rest deeper, rest deeper, rest deeper, but be aware that you're not trying hard to rest, because trying to rest will not allow you to rest. So you be aware of that, second step. And once you rest deep enough and feel connection to that inner space, then the space allows you to realize something. Space allows you to discover something. Space allows you to recognize your inner qualities. So in that moment, what is this? This means that space allows you to see, oh, there is the earth there. Oh yeah, I feel that sense of stability after releasing my tension, after resting in that stillness, silence, and spaciousness. Oh, there's another quality there. There's earth there. So basically some sense of clear, distinctive awareness of stability arises there. When that arises, you recognize that. That's a very important part. Recognizing, or I'm saying here, realizing, realize that. And when you realize that, the moment you realize it, you are already in the process of retrieving your soul. And particularly those who have lost that earth, you are that very moment, you have found your soul back, or the soul energy back. That very moment. That's how you recognize it. And in deep inside, as you're going through the practice, you're kind of aware. On the other hand, there's awareness saying, I found it. I recognize it. So what is important in that moment? To stay connected. It's like I always give the example of when your phone is dying, what do? You look for the power source, and you plug in the power source. The moment you see this sound, ping sound, or the green sound, which says you're charging, what do? Do you mess around with the phone or move around the phone? No. What do? Just leave it in that same position, because if you move it, it might disconnect again, and you think your phone is charging. After a couple of hours later, you come back, your phone is fully dead now, because you're moving it too much instead of letting it rest in that connection. So the same way, when you begin to discover that some sense of inner stability, you recognize your earth is charging. So same way with the fire, on the moment when you go through this releasing, resting, and realizing, when you discover that fire, that sense of maybe a slight presence of joy, a slight presence of comfort, a little sense of ease, or a little bit sense of peace, whatever is there, the essence of element, whatever you discover, you stay connected to that. So retrieving soul, so that's what it means. So now we explain what soul is, the essence of balance of 5 inner elements, the inner earth, water, fire, air, space, how we lose it in every single day, our job, relationship, our own life, what's supposed to give us life, joy, love, they can take away these qualities. And we see all the time, and we witness that within our own life. We see all the time these things taking away something. So we want to do this whole course here. It's to really trying to find. I know sometimes maybe some of these things I'm talking here, it seems like oh yeah, I get it. I know, I heard that before also. But recently, one of my students said something. Oh yeah, I've been hearing something you've been talking for a long time, but this time I really got it. And he was with a long email. He was thanking me, saying, I really got the meaning of being open. And when you're open into the situation with the person, less conflict, less pain, more joy, more productive, more things are happening in situation, positive things happening in the situation. He said, I really got it. This is what I mean, in our everyday life. So these situations, we lose things, but we can get it. So I wanted to step by step reflect collectively together, see how we lose it, and each person should reflect that closely in your own life. So retrieving, now we explain how to retrieve, and in the session of practice we will do a short session of practice, and then afterward, and we have like a whole hour session of practice, and really able to go into the releasing and resting and realizing these certain qualities within ourselves. So maybe the last thing I would like to finish with is this, just some simple understanding. Just we look at this way: effort is the exit. Effort is the exit. and resting is the door. Just think about these two words, okay? Effort is exit, resting is the door. So if you wanted to lose yourself, disconnect with yourself, exit from your inner source, inner being, from inner refuge, then put effort. If you wanted to find that source, and if you wanted to retrieve your energies of your soul, and if you want to heal your soul, rest. So rest in order to heal your soul, put effort in order to lose your soul. Of course, none of us are going to put effort here because we are not trying to lose our soul, but be aware that how much we put effort. That's the point. We don't intentionally knowing we don't put effort. We all know that, right? But unconsciously, how much effort you put. Whole practice of Dzogchen, it's really in a way nothing more than a teaching of ultimate rest. Resting from suffering, resting from pain, resting from conflict, resting from tension, stress, resting from inner effort, resting from even trying to be good. Because the goodness is already there. It's a matter of recognizing it, not making it. So resting, that's why three precious practice of the three precious pill, this very simple practice, I want everybody to make it a practice of your life. Understanding with these three principles, resting, I say releasing, resting, realizing. Releasing, resting, realizing. Because you wanted to release, there are things which effort you want to release, because effort is making you lose. Rest, you want to rest from the effort. Realizing, if you do, then you realize what you're looking for. You realize yourself, that's what you're looking for. You realize peace, that's what you're looking for. You realize love, that's what you're looking for. You'll realize what you're looking for by doing it. So in the end, that is very, very important part to do it.